Right, so I'm Mary Jordan and I'm the chair of the new Wirral West Conservatives Association, and I'm here in Clatterbridge Ward on Thornton Clough Village Green with our Conservative candidate for the general election, Jenny Johnson. So Jenny, what have people been telling you on the doorstep that their main priorities?
One is definitely the maintenance of the green belt. Not the grey belt, like Keir Starmer says, but the green belt. We need to look after the beautiful territory that we have in Wirral and really focus on conserving it. That's one thing they've been saying. Law and order. Now, across the constituency, we're interested in rural crime, obviously, and doing what we can do to prevent rural crime, indeed, to detect it as well. And at the other end of the constituency, for instance, antisocial behaviour. We need more police on the beat, community police officers on the beat, helping people to detect and to sort out criminals. Very, very important, law and order. The access to GPs and dentistry. The access to GPs and dentistry is similarly important. People are finding it hard to go online, and many of the elderly particularly are struggling to get access to their GPs. So I think that's a very important issue that we do need to face as well. Now, within our educational choice, we are lucky here that we do have educational choice. It's really fantastic that within Wirral we have educational choice. Retaining that is important, as is making sure that our schools are the best they can possibly be right the way across the UK. So those are some of the things that are coming up on the doorstep, and we have spoken now to thousands of residents through surveys and face-to-face. And believe you me, I think I've been to every single village now within our constituency. I've been working very hard to talk to residents across the constituency.
That's great, Jenny, and it's great to hear that you want to have really great schools. We're standing just yards away from the #1 primary school in Wirral, which is a really good thing to know. So what skills are you going to bring to the role to actually implement your policies?
Well, I've worked in education now for 12 years and I've looked at leadership in particular, but also medical leadership. I'm Programme Director of the Masters in Healthcare Leadership at the University of Liverpool, so I have a really good understanding there of what is needed. And it's not always about money, it's about the cultural interface often between the management and leadership and the clinicians. So that space is a space I've worked in very effectively. I'd love to do some work in that. But also I've won awards. I've won an award, for instance, for student employability. It's very important that we embed employability, I think, in the curriculum. I want to work with schools from primary school right the way up to protect children's mental health and also work on their resilience and indeed their employability. Also, as I say, I would be a local constituency MP. For all too long, certainly in Wirral West as was, we had somebody living in Liverpool. I don't think that's right. I want to be very much based here and listening to what the people say to me and helping them and acting upon it.
What would you say to people who are not quite sure about how they're going to vote, particularly whether or not they're likely to vote Conservative? And I'm thinking really of those people who are thinking maybe they may vote Reform or are totally undecided and may not vote at all. What would you say to them?
That I will be a listening MP. I have listened, for instance, about the golden sands in Hoylake and the need to restore those. That's very important in that particular area. I have listened about the issues of rural crime here and the importance of also supporting farmers in this particular area. I have listened about Greenbelt, about the local economy and the importance of a bedrock of the local economy. So listening is definitely a key. Scrutinising, number 2. For all too long, money from government has been coming into our area. We need to be scrutinising how that's spent. And on Wirral Council, I've heard many examples of how that needs to be scrutinised even more so. And with 5 years experience now as a councillor on Wirral, I've got a good understanding how Wirral Council has run. Also, I think it's very important that we listen to Liverpool City Region and look at their priorities. I know you've had situations in your particular ward here where Liverpool City Region money should be coming here and hasn't yet arrived. I want to work to make sure that does arrive into Wirral West. And for therefore people wavering, I would say you need a strong local voice. And there are going to be one of 2 parties who actually become the MP here, of 2 individuals. And I will absolutely guarantee to be a very strong constituency MP representing your views. I will listen to you, I will hold hustings, debates, and I will make sure that I'm representative of you within Parliament itself. And that's what I would say to people undecided.
That's great, Jenny. Thank you very much for your time. I take it you've got lots to do now.
It's a very busy phase. It is a very busy phase. Thank you very much.